Yeah, daily, daily, go get up, daily, go get yo. And we are in motion right now. Oh, and it feels kind of good. I'm glad to be coming through right here on your screen. Hood is what we are, but we turn down star. No, we turn up, yeah. And everything is gonna be all right tonight. Pretty Petty Tuesday, you know we get crazy kind of hype, and everything is gonna be okay because we planned it out, mapped it, and carried out that way. Yeah, how y'all feel? I hope y'all ready to deal with this stuff. It's kind of real. We talk about setbacks tonight, long or short, but out there we got caught. Yeah, setbacks, minor and major. You know, in everybody's life, you're going to suffer a setback here and there. You know, it's almost impossible to set every goal, plan out every mission, and for it to go straight from the planning stages right to the point of success. There are going to be things that come along the way that are going to slow down, sometimes throw the train off the track, and sometimes slow down the traffic, so you just can't get there as fast as you would like to get there. But we're going to talk about that tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Em Business show, and how you handle those things, that adversity, those of frustration, that thing that makes you feel that you're impatient and you don't want to wait, but you gotta do that because you cannot hate. You got to wait for a little bit of while, but don't lose your head and go on crazy, child. You don't have to lose your head. Instead, just make sure that you wait long enough to see your brain, and the stuff is going to come on through as long as you stay the course and do what you gotta do. Whoa! So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Em Business show. Carol Chamberlain, me favorita. It's so good to see ya. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow! She about to turn it out. And it's real good for me to see y'all coming through. Just to see me. Well, we're going to talk about some content tonight. We're going to get all into it. Get into it. Get involved. These puzzle pieces right now, we gonna solve, y'all. So tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Em Business show, we are talking about setbacks, minor and major. How do you handle setbacks, minor and major? Setbacks, minor and major. I mean, you know, perspective is going to play a major part, a very, very large part, a very big part in your ability to go on and see certain delays, setbacks, and hiccups, whatever you want to call it, as a small thing that you can get around, get through, and keep going, or whether they are really, really big things that may be small things to other people who are more experienced, but maybe to you, they may be very, very large things that pretty much derail a movement. What does it take to stop a movement? I would say that was a major setback, major, baby, major. But, you know, some people seem to be able to persevere through the storm. Like, I don't care whether it's a hurricane. I don't care whether it's a tornado. I don't care if it's an earthquake, a cyclone, or a monsoon. I'm going to get there pretty soon enough. I know life is tough, but bluff is not what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure I keep it relevant to move through. So, my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. Thanks for coming on through. My brother, no doubt. I'm always glad to see you come on out. That's my word. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This your daily, the Daily Go Get 'Em Business show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, What did you just say, Omar? With the R? It is the Daily Go Get a Business Show all up in your area. Hold on now. Hold on. We looking a little low. Okay. I ain't feel like y'all, I don't know. Y'all not getting enough backdrop there. You know what I mean? Not getting enough backdrop. I don't like that. See, if I go too high, I don't want to go too high. But I feel like you should get more than that. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't want to cut myself off. But at the same time, the brand is more important. I mean, y'all know what I look like. So, I mean, we good there. We good there. It should have been exactly where it was last night. So, we'll work it out. Pull a rabbit out of the hat. Find a way. What if push that back a little bit? Push that monitor back a little bit. That monitor back a little bit. What happened? We get a little bit more. Something is saying, yo, quit while you ahead, man. Don't play around. Don't play with it too much. And something is saying, yeah, you might want to listen to that. But I don't like it. So, me being me, I'm going to fix it. Okay. All right. Hold on, y'all. We coming. We'll get it together. All right. Let's see. Let me see now. All right. I got a little bit more room. Okay. I am going to quit while I am ahead before I mess up the whole scene instead, and that's dead. So, like I said, I'ma chill while I'm here and I'm keeping my head. All right. So, setbacks, minor and major. Some people can't really tell the difference between a minor setback and a major setback. To some people, any type of delay, any type of stoppage, any type of obstruction can spell doom to them. You know how some people like to panic all the time. Some people just really take things a little bit too seriously. Sometimes people take themselves too seriously. You know, maybe they're so consumed with their own personal perfection or the planning that they may have done, because I'm not going to diss people who always want to get things right. There's nothing wrong with that. But when it gets to the point where you're looking at every little thing like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's the bad energy. Go on, calm down, girl. It's not going to be that bad. And by the way, I'm not going to say that it's only a good girl thing. Some dudes do the same thing. They ain't kings. I ain't going to say they ain't kings. Okay, they got a little thing, little anxiety. It comes through, and I'm tired of hearing that bullshit whining from you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And you know how we do. Ooh, 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 ooh. But everything's gonna be true. Ooh, 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 ooh. Job Biggs. My man Job Biggs is all up in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Thanks for coming on through. Thanks for coming on now. That's my word. All right. So we're talking about setbacks, minor and major. Now, let's give some examples. Let's give some examples of what could be the difference between a minor setback and a major setback, because there are differences. There are differences. You know, when we start talking about what a minor setback is, we might look at a minor setback as something like okay, like what I was talking about in the description of the show. A minor setback could be something like somebody. How about this? Somebody stole your wallet, or you lost your wallet. Yeah, let's just say somebody. Let's say you lost your wallet. Now, you know, when you lose your wallet nowadays, it can be a big thing because you may have a bunch of credit cards in there. Your identification is in there. And we are in the age nowadays where there's a lot of identity theft and all of that. So if you lose your wallet, you may think that somebody actually stole your wallet. Now, whether that's true or not, that'll come out in the end. But for your purposes, it's not a good look because, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And you got bills to pay. And you don't want to, you know, you have all your passwords all mixed up or they're symmetrical. So if somebody, you know how it is, when you lose your wallet or your ID or something like that, you get to thinking like, oh my gosh, all of my passwords are the same for all of this different stuff. And you be thinking that people know that you have that going on, and they really don't. They really don't. But you're going to panic in that scenario. So that's like that's a minor setback. Because you may get your business straight, or you may even find your wallet before any damage has been done. So it's a minor setback, but it was a hiccup. It was something that gave you a lot of anxiety. It caused you a lot of stress. It had you bugging out for a minute. You know, it's the kind of shit that had everybody like, oh my God, please find this girl wallet. Please find this dude wallet. Find his man purse, because he is acting like he's acting like a straight bitch. You know how it go. You know how it go. And sometimes a minor setback is a major setback to somebody else. So we have to take that into account and lend respect to it. The way we would probably act if something like that happened to us. And God forbid that it does. But these are things that happen. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it never has to be the end of the world before you treat things like the end of the world. When something is new to you, when a bad thing is new to you, you're going to handle it the best way that you can. So it might be a minor setback in terms of the logistics of the situation, but to you, it might be a major setback because this is getting right in the way of you crossing the finish line. You know how it is. You set goals, you make plans, you set goals. And as you start to get closer and closer to reaching your goal, then something comes and blindsides you, knocks you right off of that path, and seems to set you on a path of destruction. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. By the way, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the daily. Daily Go Get a Business Show. Subscribe to that channel, man. We need subscribers galore. We need way more subscribers. I want to be able to actually do these shows on location with my phone. They won't let me tape with my phone unless I'm home using my Wi-Fi, or until I get 1,000 subscribers. Right now we are at 904. I need 100 more. I don't want to be like on 1,000 and somebody unsubscribe and be like, 99, you back in jail again. Back with a lot of restrictions again. I found out something. At 900 subscribers. Now, this goes into the narrative of the show about setbacks, minor and major. I found out, I guess, that at 900 subscribers, you unlock the ability to make a post on YouTube. Before, I was looking at how people post things like a story or whatever, because I couldn't do it. There was no option to do it. But evidently, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers in order to be able to do it. So when I hit 900, they were like, you unlocked posting. So like I can make a post now, and I guess make a post and add a picture to it or something like that, and talk to my subscribers, or post it online on the site, on the YouTube site. So I'm like, oh, so as you start going up more, you start to gain more options. So like my subscribers are sporadic. So 3 people will subscribe and then 2 will unsubscribe. Now, if I was in panic mode, I would be like, oh my gosh, why are people playing around with me? You know, I could take it real personally and all that kind of stuff, but it's not personal. It's not personal at all. It's just something that you have to deal with until you get your set past 1,000 comfortably. You're going to have to deal with people unsubscribing and things like that, and not really being able to do what you want to do, like make money, like monetize your channel. Like right now, I'm unable to monetize my channel. Like people can donate money. They don't, because I don't beg enough. I really need to beg. You know, my Cash App is Omar752. Hold on, what's my Cash App? Yeah, my Cash App. You know what I mean? Because I know y'all just been dying to give me a bunch of money. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all able to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to stop nobody from. You don't want to let YouTube stop your boy from getting paid, right? Did I delete my Cash App back? I don't see no Cash App. Oh, there you go. The thing with the big money side. Fuck out of here. All right. Omar Sun 752. OMARRSUN 752. I'll write it in the comments, you know, so y'all can donate. You know, I mean, if you want to donate. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't want to stop y'all from donating. Sun 752. All right. Yeah, I can't monetize my channel until I get 1,000 subscribers. So that's why I always ask y'all, you know, to share the show, you know, hit the like button, trying to get this algorithm thing going. Anyway, I can't look at every little thing as a setback. You know, that's not healthy. It's not a good thing to do. It's not a good way to be. It's not helping nothing anyway. It's not. It's not helping. And so that's what we're talking about. Yo, Magnificent Morocco, my brother, Magnificent Morocco. All right. So we're talking about setbacks, minor and major, tonight on the Daily Go Get a Mism show. Let me see what y'all talking about. Narcel says, some pet peeves that used to be cute will eventually bring out the negativity in people. Okay, that's true. Emily says, Carol, it doesn't show up when I comment. Okay. All right. Narcel says, the only setback about the camera positioning is not seeing Crystal begging to be petted. I know, right? But we're gonna get that together, because what I'm gonna have to do is bring it down like to here instead of there. I'm gonna work it out. Because y'all need to be able to see the desk. I don't but all right, but good looking out, because you know that means that we're on the same page. T Carry right morning, noon, and night is always great to have my peoples going directly into your site, says. And Norris Hill, yep, she's feeling neglected. No, she don't know y'all looking. She like, shoot, I don't ask for this affection for the crowd. Emily Dunlap in the house. She says Crystal just spoiled. She know that is not her time. Ooh. That 500-pound Freakazoid Eagles fan had 2 million I know. Getting all the money. Emily says, I got 50 cents for you. All right, send it. If you can send it. And I'm gonna ask for that shit instantly and let them take off like 2 cents. Rita Reds, what's going on, Rita? Good to see me some of you on the Instagram side. Thanks for coming on through. Thanks for making that slide. Word. But yeah, man. So we're talking about setbacks, minor and major. So some people can't distinguish the difference between a major setback and a minor setback, or should I say a minor setback and a major setback. I'll tell you what a major setback may be. Having a house fire. You was on your way to building your business, or making some type of business deal or transaction, or in the construction of you trying to build up some type of financial establishment, and then your crib burns down. I'm sorry. Your crib burns down. So you lose all of these important papers, equipment. It's your house. So if you lose a lot of things in the fire, you may lose some things that you can't recover. Old photos, memoirs, trinkets, memories. God forbid somebody gets hurt in the fire, or you get sued. God forbid you don't have homeowners insurance or renter's insurance. So your shit is all in limbo and fucked up. That can be a major setback. For some people, they may say, well, yeah, it's a minor setback because I didn't have a lot of stuff. Look, man, where you rest, where you put your head down, where you sleep, where you go to every single day, the place where you rise up from and go to bed at, yeah, losing that is a big deal, because from that you go into a homeless state. Even if you go live with somebody, relatives hook you up, hold it down for you and all that kind of stuff, still you are in a position to have to depend on other people when you might have been that real independent type, and you may not like how what you have to do in that situation. I know I would hate it. As a matter of fact, I know I have hated it. It's a very tough position to be in. It's a tough position to be in, and it's a position that I wouldn't wish on hardly anybody. When you lose your crib, man, there could be money in there. You know what I'm saying? In 1999, when my apartment building burned, even though the fire wasn't in my apartment, it burned the other parts of the building that I owned, and I lived with my tenants. They was robbing me. They had been robbing me since 1990. Since like 94 or 93, they had been robbing me. So, that shit ain't sweet like that. And then, so after being robbed, twice, and then my apartment building burns. It didn't burn down, but it was major damage. And the firemen robbed me and shit, took jewelry. It was Christmas Eve. Like the goddamn firemen robbed my ass because nobody had been in the place. Like, we went in right after we were cleared to go in after the fire. They put the fire out. It was cold as shit that night. So anyway, you lose stuff. By the way, that's why I don't fuck with no firemen. That's why I don't like cops. I don't like, yeah, I know. Maybe I'm taking it. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Crooked is crooked. Like, how is it that the good guys are the ones doing you in? They took two Esquire watches. You know them shit's expensive. A pair of diamond earrings. He took some other shit. It was all because I had all my presents, like, I don't wrap presents and all that kind of shit. So the shit was all on my coffee table. All the presents that I was given that year. It was going to be, this was a banner Christmas 1999. It was going down. So anyway, it can be a major setback with somebody. I mean, if your crib breaks down, burns down, or is in a fire, it's tough. It's really, really tough. Another major setback. We may look at divorce in different ways. Some people look at a divorce as a new beginning. Some people look at a divorce as the beginning of the end, and definitely an ending. But nonetheless, there are financial situations that have to be worked out in the event of a matrimonial split, a contractual matrimonial split. So, people can lose children in a divorce settlement. They can lose homes, assets, money. They can have to pay alimony, things like that. So a lot of people look at a divorce as a major setback because you may have had other things going on where you were on your way to accomplishing something else. And a divorce is symbolic of a relationship going bad. But once you get to the divorce stage, it's a reminder of how bad the relationship was in the first place. So it can really, really get to you. But another situation that can be a major setback to some people is, you may not be married, but let's say you were shacking up with somebody. You was living with somebody. Y'all was living together. And all out of the blue, while you was at work or on vacation or away for some amount of time, they move out of your crib and take all your shit with them. Yeah, I've known people who this shit happened to. It's ugly, real ugly. You know what I'm saying? So you get home, like Charlie Wilson in the Gap Band said, when I got back to the flat, I saw that you went out the back. I never, ever had a lover who could pedal to the metal and burn rubber on me. Son 752. Okay. I never, ever had a lover who could pedal to the metal and burn rubber on SUNSEVENFIVETWO. I never, ever had a love who could pedal to the metal and burn rubber on SUNSEVENFIVETWO. Yeah. Because when somebody leaves you that way, you're going to have a bunch of questions. Maybe you never saw it coming. Maybe y'all weren't even fighting or on bad terms or whatever, but you was fucking with somebody who was no good, and they waited until you were away to steal your shit. I mean, how foul is that, though? I never understood that. Like, yo, you gonna steal your you gonna steal your love. You stole your girl. Yo, you robbed your girlfriend. For what? You had it because you was there. You felt the need to have to take it with you. That is some ill shit. It is. It's ill. It's foul. It's terrible. And it happens. And that can be a major setback because mentally and emotionally, you got to deal with being robbed. So feeling unsafe, even though the enemy was right in your house, sleeping in your bed. Somebody sleeping in my bed. You got to deal with that. Now all your shit is gone. So they took things from you, jewelry, expensive electronics, trinkets, memorabilia, paraphernalia, things that y'all shared together, things that y'all may have purchased together, things that they bought for you. They took that shit too. Taking TVs, phones and shit. Took all the damn phone chargers. You stuck with a USB card. a USB cord. That's all you got. You don't even have a plug that go to it, you know. Yeah. Yeah. You need one of these shits. You need one of these. You ain't got one of those because such and such ran off with your shit. How is it the person that you may have been in love with at a time? They stole your stuff. Yeah. And you don't know where they are. So it was like they just, they added insult to injury. Not only did they take your shit, but you don't know where they are. And you may still be in love with they dumbasses, with your dumbass. So you not only worried about where they are, where your stuff is, but you like, we going, I want you to give me back my shit. And are we going to still be together? Yeah, that type shit happens though. It does. It does. That type of thing happens. Major setback. Major setback. That's a lot bigger than a flat tire. Somebody please help me. I got a flat tire. It's real shit. If y'all would like to call in and talk about this, setbacks, minor and major, I invite y'all to call in. And the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. 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 319-527-6199, baby. Daily Go Get a Business Show all up in your area. Setbacks, minor and major. Do you know the difference? Setbacks, minor and major. Do you know the difference? It ain't always that easy to see. It ain't always easy to decipher. The things that you have done in your life that have prepared you for whatever unforeseen tragedy that will come will serve you well. It will help you out. It will give you perspective that will allow you to continue in the face of adversity. Everybody doesn't have that. Everybody don't got that. Everybody don't got what it takes in order to be all right and straight. Everybody don't got that. So when you don't have it, then the panic kicks in. And oh, don't we all know about panic? Let's not front like you've been poker faced all your life. A little panic, I would like to say never killed nobody, but shoot, panic will take you there. So setbacks, major, minor, minor, and major. Depends on how you look at it. Cherry, cherry, Dana, Dana, Cinderella, Dana, Dane. Well, it's the woman, Dana, Dane, with fame. It's Cinderella, Dana, Dane. Well, it's the woman, Dana, Dane, with fame. What's going on? It's the day. It's the day. Good to see you. So yeah, it can be, setbacks, minor and major. Depends on how you look at it. Setbacks. Listen, for some people, a major setback is when they got a brand new car and they get a little fender bender. Because financially, they may look at it like, damn, man, you know what I mean? Motherfucker can't keep shit. You can't never have nothing like, kids on my block sitting on my car, I ain't fucking up my paint job. And now look, it got a dent, man. That's me after I get my car painted. Like, yo, what the fuck is this? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Hell no. It's not a major setback. It's not. It's a minor setback. It may not even be considered a setback at all by some people. But when you're trying to keep your belongings, your material items in check or in order, and somebody disrupts that order to you, that's a major setback. It don't gotta apply to everybody. Carol Chamberlain says having a car break down and you don't have any money to fix it. Whew. I tell you what, Carol. How about this one? How about your car was already having mechanical problems and then you got livestock. Now, livestock, for people who don't live in Philadelphia, that's when your car gets impound because you don't have either license, registration, or insurance. So you get your car impounded, and the impound fee to get your car out of impound, the daily fee is high. So imagine that. You got a car note. The car is fucked up. Your car has been impounded. You don't have enough money to get it out of impound. And when it comes out of impound, you need to get the car fixed. Your shit is all the way messed up. And to get your car out of impound, you got to show license, registration, and insurance. So that can be a major setback for a relatively minor problem. Oh, by the way, those tickets that you accumulated, back in the day, they rear their ugly head when you're trying to get your car out of impound. So you might have had traffic tickets equaling $500 from 15 years ago. Guess what? The parking authority never forgets. Philadelphia Parking Authority never forgets. So they're going to want their money up front before you can even pay the money to get your car out of impound up front. So you went from not even having enough money to have the registration or your license or your insurance to having to come up with like $1,000 to bring your car home. That car that you have to pay that car note on. Yeah, that. Carol Chamberlain says, my divorce equaled my freedom. Good for you. Magnificent Morocco says, I got 2 times. Oh, I got 2 times. Thought we was tight. Girls be having game. Caught me slipping. Ugh. Girls, I got them locked. Pump me up. Girls, we got them locked. Pump me up. I gotcha. Narcil says a dissolution is amicable, but a divorce can be traumatizing to say the least. True. Because, a lot of times, at least one person in that union really meant the till death do you part type thing. Well, till death do us part. They really meant that shit. You know how people be talking about how, the dating scene is so bad out here. The dating scene is so bad. That's all perspective. Because over the time that you were married or with somebody for a long time, you came to depend on them. Ladies, you knew exactly how his stroke was. Fellas, you knew exactly what her performance was going to be like. It was what it was. Now you're trying to get used to somebody else or something else, and it's not working out. Caller with the last number is 2192. I see you, and I'm going to take you in just a second. Thank you for holding on. Yeah, Carol says, I hate that ish. PPA is crazy. I hate them motherfuckers. All right. Cherry says, divorce definitely set me back financially and emotionally, but I would do it all. I love being married. Oh, you mean I would do it all again? Okay, cool. All right. Narciso says, I had to kick out $300 to the impound lot. I'm glad I had no prior tickets to bite me in the ass. I've never paid less than $300 ever. I've been live stopped so many times. I don't want to get into that shit. All right, Carol Samuel says, I hate FOP tags and PPA. Hate them. They always trying to give me a ticket, so I park in lots. Oh, you said I have FOP tags and PPA. Hate the. Oh yeah. Why is that? Why do PPA act like the cops are? Oh, she said I have FOP tags and PPA hates them. They always try to give me a ticket, so I park in lots. Cherry. Okay. Hold on. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on about? What's going on? All right, I'm going to take the caller. Caller with the last numbers. 2192. Thank you for holding. Welcome to the Daily Go Get It Business Show. What's on your mind this evening? What's good?
Shalom, brother. How's it going?
Man, feeling like a real man should. What's up with you?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to speak on the topic for tonight. Setbacks. Bro, like, that's funny because, and it's real funny because it's always things happen on time. I guess it's on time. Because just yesterday last night, I was giving myself a pep talk. Like, I heard they say, you're not crazy until you answer yourself. So, yeah, I was giving myself a pep talk or whatnot. Like saying, like basically just telling myself like, yo, bro, like we came this far, you know what I'm saying? And everything's been off of the back of setbacks, you know what I'm saying? Like if it wasn't for the setbacks, I don't know where I'd be right now, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like, and I told myself, I had to tell myself like, it was during the setbacks where you shine the most, where you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because it's been like that with everything y'all throws my way. Like, yes, I have a lot of hate. A lot of people hate me for no reason, but people love me in private. You get what I'm saying? In public, I got a lot of hate, but in private, like you get what I'm saying? Like even though it's negative, but it's like he throws in positives, slick ways, other ways to, you know what I'm saying, kind of even the playing field, kind of. So, and I was evaluating last night, talking to myself, whatever you want to call it, trying to give myself a pep talk and like, yo, we made it this far and, you know what I'm saying, you did it off of the back of you know what I'm saying, the struggles and setbacks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the setbacks, things wouldn't, like, I'm better when things get rough. When things get rough and it's, you know what I'm saying, I just tend to shine like a diamond.
So you like a crunch time player, huh?
I mean, I was like that. I was like that in football too. You could depend on me if you needed it.
Mm-hmm.
If we needed a touchdown to win, you can depend on me. If you needed 50 yards, you know what I'm saying, and we couldn't punch the ball through because we're a running team. Where I'm from, my town, we take football serious. You know what I'm saying, especially in Texas, we're a running team. So yeah,
football is God.
I guess you could say that.
Football is God in Texas. I ain't never that Friday night light shit is real shit. Like I never seen that like it.
We shut down the whole town for Friday night lights, man.
Yeah, man.
Everything gets shut down.
So I hear. I've never been to Texas, but from what I've seen, from what I've heard, I'm like, oh. Let me ask you something though. You know, speaking of that whole Friday night lights thing, is football that big in Texas because of love of the sport or because of gambling?
Football is big in Texas because it's the closest way to slave trade. And I'm glad you brought that up. I'm getting chills. Oh my. Whew. I'm a football fanatic. That's what my family you know, everybody got that thing that their family is good at, that their family do. My family is good at fighting and playing football. So they, like my mom's side of the family, just put it like that. And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they still got that mentality, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we known for around my town. Playing football, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know. But yeah, that football is more like slave trading, you know what I'm saying? I just seen a couple of days ago where some high school dudes, because I played football during 2012 when my school went to state undefeated. We haven't lost a game all year. We won 14 games in a row and went to state and got our ass beat. But I saw some pictures of my old teammates that I used to play with and with one of my old coaches, old white man, you know what I'm saying, Bob Giller. They make you feel good, but I know it's a whole different thing when you in the program itself. I can't even explain it. It's too much. But like just seeing them in the picture with them, like, and it's all, you know, it's all black dudes. It's all healthy black dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just make you think like they can smile in your face so much all they want to. You know what I'm saying? They can make it seem like they own you back, like they here for you. They're not here for you. We made so much money for that school. Like, we make money. We in Texas, football makes the money for the school. Basically.
Yeah, so that's the reason why
football is so big in Texas.
Yeah.
We make the money for the school. If it wasn't for us playing football, the schools would be broke. They wouldn't have no fucking money at all. We made all that money. In 2012, just going to state and doing all them games and shit, we made a shitload of money. We was talked about everywhere for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? We made a shitload of money. And that's what they use us for. They use us black men down here, you know what I'm saying, to make their money. It's the same shit. It's just like it's a new version of slave trade. That's the reason why football is so big in Texas.
Okay. When y'all went to the state championship undefeated, what year were you in school?
I was a freshman. I played varsity freshman. So that's what I'm saying. If you like, not everybody do that, but like a lot of people do that. Like, if you in school and if you good, like, cause I was getting looked at in 8th grade when I was playing. The high school football coach came to my games. I even got a video on YouTube of me making a 98-yard touchdown and then getting called back because somebody pushed somebody in the back. Penalty that wasn't on me. You know what I'm saying? So I had a 98-yard touchdown, and that was the first time the high school coach was at my game, and he was like, yeah, and I was celebrating at the end. He was like, pick up the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what I'm saying. They make you feel good at it, like coming up when you're young. You know what I'm saying? That way, by the time you get to high school, you already, you know what I'm saying? They already done got you beefed up. They got your mindset right. They got you ready. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what really saved me through high school is me playing football. Like, I didn't. if I wouldn't play like football here, they teachers pass you, they give you upgrades, especially if you're a star player. If you're a star player and you actually play on the field, like you got a starting position and you play on the field, you know what I'm saying? You play Friday night, you're not gonna fail the class. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about nothing too much. The trainer that we got, you will see if you was in the program, like if you're not a key player, then you don't get good treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get wrapped up like you're supposed to. You don't get Gatorades and shit. You know what I'm saying? You go drink out the water. You go drink the water faucet. You know what I'm saying? You drink out the water bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like it's shit like that that just, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't slaving for them, if you ain't out there, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't a key player and shit, you just there. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, I'm not trying to be boastful or nothing like that, but I was a good ass player. And I say that to say this because I never played Little League sports coming up. I had cousins and everything that had their mothers put them in Little League sports and shit, and I would go to their practices and I never could play. I started playing when I got in 7th grade when I could play in school, but I was the best. Even the motherfuckers that was in Little League said they was B team. I was straight A team starting. I was one of the best, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it's because I'm hungry, you know what I'm saying? But I've always been like that. Even when I went to Utah, and Utah, oh, bro, I was killing dudes down there. I got tapes and everything. I had, right when I got there, like 2 months in, I had got a letter to go visit a college, you know what I'm saying? Just because I was like in newspapers, I was just everywhere. Because there's no, football is different in every state, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's right.
Utah is nothing like Texas. Them boys was hella soft. I had white boys mad at me because they was literally, everybody was giving me hand in hand. They were making me feel like a king. White girls paying for my lunch every day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had to pay for nothing. Coach gave me one of the best lockers, gave me a white boy number. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that number, gave me the number, everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they make you feel good because they know what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If
you bring your money to that school.
What I have, then none of that would be here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
let me when you were playing, did you ever get hurt? Did you ever get injured and have to sit out for a while?
No, sir.
Okay.
That's one of the blessings. I had, like, I'm gonna knock on wood. I ain't really never just getting no serious injuries. I ran track and I had pulled my hamstring before, but other than that, nah.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. But I'm sure you had teammates who did get hurt. Maybe they might have, maybe they might have tore the ACL. You know how devastating that could be. And especially when you're trying to recover from that and get back to playing, there's no way you're gonna get back healthy before the end of the season. And even when the next season starts, you're not going to be at 100%. So you may have to wait 2 seasons in order to get back to playing the way that you used to, and you may never get back to that original form. So when you witness some of your teammates go through an injury and them trying to get healthy again with whatever type of recovery, or should I say rehabilitation program that they went through in order to get back to their playing status. There's money involved, as you were just saying, with Texas football. So what have you ever witnessed a player that had gotten hurt and that was trying to come back, and then he may have re-injured or re-aggravated a previous injury?
Man, all the time, bro. All the time. I'm gonna give you one incident, brother. Like, I got an older cousin that played with me when we went to state. He was a senior that year. So this was in 2012. His name was Montre Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Number 30, one of the big, and we had the same position. So you know what I'm saying?
What position was that?
We had the same position. So fullback and middle linebacker.
Okay.
So, but our fullbacks in Texas, in El Campo. Well, not all Texas, but in El Campo for sure, our running backs and fullbacks are the same thing. We switch in and out. We do the same thing. Like they make it like that, and we have to do all sports through all season. Like we have to play basketball, run track. We gotta do shit. Like the coaches make us do that to stay in shape all through the season.
Okay.
All through the year. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you an incident with him. Montre was, and you gotta understand. Like picture, big black slave, muscular. Like I'm talking about, like how you can see it. Like that's how my cousin built. He was a big ass nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, black as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me put it like this. We was at the state game. This nigga was getting concussions. He was getting fucked off. Everything. These motherfuckers don't get. I'm gonna tell you how they don't give two fucks about us. They said, yo, nah, we can't get rid of you right now. They put knee pads underneath this dude's shoulder pads. They put all kinds of extra knee pads and thigh pads underneath the shoulder pads to thicken it up. You know what I'm saying? Because Montre's so big, to thicken it up, to give him more pad and more, you know what I'm saying? And to just get him back out there on the field to go handle the business. They put knee pads and thigh pads underneath his shoulder pads, on his chest, on his back. I'm like strapping this nigga up like you going to go rob a bank or something with the newspaper books or something. You know what I'm saying? Like strapping this nigga up. I'm like, bro, they really want to. They don't give a fuck if you kill yourself out here on this field. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I've seen a lot of people try to bounce back, and when they know they gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta sit out and you gotta recoup. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, come back before the time is up. Before his time is up. Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot, and that happened a lot in Texas, bro. Like,
well, if
you don't watch out for yourself?
How did your cousin take it? How did he look at that setback? Did he consider it to be minor or major? Was he able, you know, how was his mental and emotional state about, you know, trying to come back from that injury?
Man, everybody emotional state was up. Like I ain't gonna cap with you. Like everybody emotional state was up. So first of all, you gotta look at the thing that we like. Our city ain't never really. We've been that far. We got it posted up, but it ain't been that we ain't been that far in a long ass time. Like we go to semifinals and finals every year. You know what I'm saying? But we haven't went to state in years. You know what I'm saying? We haven't went to state in years, but that was the first time we went in a long time. So it was emotional for us. That's the reason why he kind of let it fly. And like, you know what I'm saying? Because he outspoken too. He ain't gonna just go, you know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why he kind of let it fly, because emotions was everywhere. And you know what I'm saying? We just won 14 games in a row. But by this time, we getting our ass blew out by these white boys. And they had nothing but white boys on their team. I'm talking about they ain't have a single black dude over there. They had nothing but white boys, and they beat our ass. And that don't happen in Texas. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it happened in Stevensville, Texas. And we played on the Cowboys Stadium. That's what we played at. So, and that's why it was so emotional. You feel me? Like playing on a football field where actual legends play at, where actual professionals play at. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was emotional. So of course he just went with it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, strap me up. Hey, I'm here to fight for y'all. Come on. Well, and it's kind of like how the world is. You know what I'm saying? Like mind control. They got control of our mind in middle school. That way, by the time we got to high school, everything was like they had it in order. We was blind. We was totally blind from everything. Like we were just like, yes sir, let's go. Hey, I'm full. They used to call me bull because I couldn't at first when I was in middle school. But by the time I got to high school, I was good. But when I was in middle school, I couldn't really play. I could just, you know what I'm saying, just run the fucking ball and go. But you know what I'm saying, once I got freshman, you know what I'm saying, I started reading plays and getting shit right, you know what I'm saying? So, but they used to call me Young Bull because all I did was just fucking rush through shit.
Okay, so with y'all going 14-0 and then getting to the championship and losing that season, the team as a whole, did it have an effect on the season?
Oh after? Man. They had pictures of us crying and everything, bro. That was a major setback, man. Like, wow, that was a major setback, bro. We tearing up like motherfuckers was crying like babies. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, motherfuckers was crying like babies when we got our ass beat, bro. Cause we was good. We was actually really good, bro. Nobody could fuck with us. And to see a whole team full of white boys just run through us like that, it was 30-70. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was the score?
We blow people out. Blow people out. You know what I'm saying? We do this shit. Like we do this shit to other people. So we didn't like how people did it to us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait. What was the final score of the game?
It was like 70-35 or something like that. 30 something.
Wow. Okay. So
they blew us out the water, bro.
So They
were trying to make a statement with El Campo, man. They were trying to make a statement with us because we was the talk of everywhere.
Did you do you think that loss was demoralizing? Did it carry over to the next season? Did y'all ever make it back to the championship?
Man. I gotta get up and walk. Man, it's still trickling right now. Them boys is trash. After my class left, trash. Man, wow. I'm like, bro, they losing games back to back. We don't do this. You know what I'm saying? These boys last year, I don't even think they went to semifinals. We always go to semifinals. You know what I'm saying? Ever since that state game, it's like people been like trickled off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ever since after that state game, it just get worse and worse every year, you know. And the town, like, it's so bad. The coaches started quitting. Bob Gillis, the main coach, he was here for years, like over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Coaching here. That nigga quit when my class left. He was like, shit, when y'all leave, hey, I'm gone.
Wow.
He was like, fuck that. Yeah, coaches quitting everything, bro. Like, I be seeing them coming to my job. Like, what's up, coach? How y'all doing this season? He's like, man, you should come help us out. We need some help. I'm like, nah.
Well,
but yeah, it get worse every year after that state game, man.
So let me ask you this. Was that loss more of a setback for the players or for the school?
For the school. I mean, no, hold on, no, I take that back. Because I know the players personally, and I know how everybody was. Like, just how you see me, I had letters to school. I ain't had no scholarship, but I had letters to go see and go visit school. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats had scholarships. Well, I'm not even going to scholarships. A lot of us was getting looked at, basically. A lot of us was getting looked at. And a lot of motherfuckers who was even pictured to go D1 off back, you know what I'm saying? Them boys is, you know what I'm saying? They not down bad right now, but they not where they thought they was going to be. They not where they seen themselves at. So, yeah, it was a setback for a lot of us, a lot of our players, a lot of us, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause we had, like, people have hoop dreams. We had field dreams, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was a setback for a lot of us. And now, just like I told you about the picture I've seen of my old teammates taking pictures with my old coach, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was a setback for a lot of us. The school too, because they're not making as much money. Yeah, they still making money off these young cats, but they're not making money like we did.
Right.
If you come see our football field, bro, man, I swear, I'm getting goosebumps right now. We did all that. We gave them enough money to build bigger stands in the stadium. They added on both sides, the visitor side in the fucking home side. They added a big ass flat screen TV with 6 speakers around that bitch. You know what I'm saying? They got a big ass new locker room, look like a college locker room. Wood lockers. They ain't got no metal lockers no more. Wood lockers. They look like a college locker room, bro. And like all that shit that we did for them people, and they not even good no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't even deserve that shit. But it's like all that. And see, that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm glad that I heard that high school players college players are starting to get paid and shit. I think high school kids should start to get paid because we, especially in Texas, we make these schools too much money. We make them so much money, bro. It's crazy.
Well, listen,
it's crazy. If you seen,
I know about it
with our money, bro.
I know about it. I mean, football is such a big revenue generator in a lot of different states. Like football is big in Pennsylvania, definitely big in Florida, definitely big in Alabama.
Yeah.
But we all know it's nothing like it is in Texas. So So I've always wondered, and maybe you can give me some insight into this. What happens to Texas football players that don't make it to the NFL? Because it seems like
we go semi-pro.
Really,
a lot of people, we got semi-pro is big over here too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats like to sign up and go semi-pro and still play. You know what I'm saying? It's this one dude, Mike, his last name Brown. He his mama used to drive the school bus a long time ago that I used to ride. And that nigga, he was good. He was so good. He used to ride his bike from the country every day, like from a whole different town. Like the country is far than a bit. It's like a whole different town. Like it's miles away. That nigga used to ride his bike to school and all that shit. Cass is big as fuck. But he played arena football for a while. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know what he's doing now, but he played arena football for a while. But a lot of us cats, a lot of them cats, they was before the coronavirus and shit. I don't know what's really going on now with the semi-pro, but I know a lot of cats was a lot of us try to go semi-pro and do a little something. You know, some people get seen doing semi-pro too. Yeah. You know, it's just
I appreciate you enlightening us on that, because I've always wondered. You know, look, everybody can't fit on those 53-man rosters on NFL teams. So, you know, I always wonder, like, what happens to these cats? Because, like, in a state like Texas, where football is so big and everybody seems to be so good, but everybody can't fit in. You know, there aren't enough colleges. There aren't enough D1 colleges to fit everybody. You know, we got other players from other states too that are good that have to get recruited. So
that was the problem. That was the problem with my school, bro. That was the problem with my school. We had too many good players. We had literally the third string could go in and play a good ass game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how stacked we was. And I'm lucky that y'all made it to where I had an ability to play a sport and, you know what I'm saying, have a way to feel better about myself, because it like I said, it was a lot of, like, I outshined some people here, but not like how I went to Utah. When I went to Utah, I was superstardom. It was past outshining motherfuckers. It was superstardom, but it's like we stacked here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially in Texas, like in Texas, we was stacked, bro.
Okay.
We had good players on the board.
So, would you consider what happened to you with football? Would you consider that to be one of the biggest setbacks that you've ever been through, or have you had other things that easily challenge that?
Actually, you know, I've somebody I don't know if it was my father or somebody told me, but they was like, you know, once you start to quit, you'll quit everything for the rest of your life. I think it was my white coach that I really cleaned on to, my middle school coach, because he is the one that took me to my first college football game and everything. But I think he's the one that told me that. And really, man, football was my biggest downfall, brother, because that was when everything started. I started, like, the reason why I started moving around is problems at home been in my life, you know what I'm saying? But I had a little scuffle with a white boy on the field. And from there on, coach kicked me off, you know what I'm saying? But at that point in time, it was a different coach. It wasn't the coach that has been there, but that coach been there for a while too. But I had got a little scuffle, you know, and then I started moving around. I went to 4 different high schools, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really just, gather all my takes like that. And everywhere I went, I started. I went to the school named Lamar over a couple times going towards Houston, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a city. So that school was bigger, way bigger. We was a 3-4A, that's a 5-6A, you know what I'm saying? So, and to shine with more kids like that, but my biggest downfall was starting to move around. I went to Utah, played a little bit, you know, but that was my biggest downfall, because I feel like I could have went and I could have done, like, I had a different lifestyle that I see myself living. And I think I could have done I think I could have done different. My life would have been different just by one mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
From one mistake, my life could have been totally different. You know what I'm saying? So one setback, my life could have been different. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. Like I said, man, I really appreciate you giving us that insight, because I know for me personally, if it's something that I always wondered about or whatever. But let me ask you a couple of questions before we go ahead and do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. I don't know your political affiliation, but you know, when I start thinking about minor setbacks versus major setbacks, if you think about the past presidential election, if you think about Donald Trump in the position that he was in, whether you hate Donald Trump or love Donald Trump or whatever, but if you just look at it from a purely decisional standpoint, you know, he was impeached twice, and both of those impeachments turned out to be minor setbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, it seemed like his handling of the COVID-19 situation seemed to be a major setback for him. Would you agree?
Major setback?
Yeah. Would you agree with that, or you know, do you see it a different way?
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree with you on that wholeheartedly. I do. I believe that the impeachment was barely a sweat wiped off his forehead. You know, but really, this. I mean, everybody wanted to try to find a way that COVID could work with them. You know what I'm saying? But it's working against everybody because it is. Yeah. They accidentally let something loose that wasn't supposed to, and now nobody can control. You know what I'm saying? And nobody really know what it. You know, I think it's controlled more than what people really think. But that's a whole nother topic though. Yeah. But I agree with you, bro.
Yeah, because you know, when you just think about it, like, I'm definitely not a Donald Trump fan or whatever. But when you just look at the timeline of what happened, you know what I'm saying? It's like normally one impeachment would ground any politician, you know, but to have two in a first term, you know, normally that would be it. But that wasn't. It's funny because that wasn't the thing. That don't seem to be the thing that even gave him a scratch. You know what I'm saying? It was how he handled that.
It's like a sweat off his forehead.
Yeah. Now you look at Joe Biden, and it looked like the way he was handling the COVID situation seemed to be what was going to be his strength. But it looked like his setback.
You see what I mean now? That people try to find ways that they can use it with them. Like even though like taking a bad situation, trying to make it good or trying to make it to your benefit. That's how I felt like people was using COVID as like, oh yeah, we fucked up, but let's try to use it to our benefit.
Well, with him, it seemed like I said, the way he was handling it in the beginning, you know, with the vaccinations and all of that, it seemed like that was going to be his biggest strength. But as time went on, it seemed like his biggest setback was trying to move on from COVID too fast. So, you know, getting rid of the social distancing, masks, you know what I'm saying? You know, basically getting on the world stage, talking about how America is back now and all of that, when we wasn't really ready to be back, you know, and that turned out to be
Russian shit.
Yeah. Right now that seems to be him trying to move on seemed to be his biggest setback. When in normal situations, trying to move on would be your biggest strength, instead of trying to stay there and in a situation that really isn't going to work to your advantage. You know, like if it was a relationship between him and another woman or something like that, you know, if your girl ain't treating you right, or y'all don't seem to get along like y'all really should or whatever, sometimes you can stay in a relationship too long, and that might be the thing that sets you back. But moving on from it, You know, like, well, you know, I see that we can't get it together. And even though I love you and you love me, we're not good for each other right now. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. Normally, that would be a good thing for you because maybe y'all could discover each other down the line. But in this situation, him trying to move on and do the right thing, I guess. But that was the thing that actually was his biggest setback right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting thing. And of course, not everybody would agree with that. And I wouldn't expect them to because, shoot, I'm not even sure if I 100% agree with that. I mean, you got the getting out of Iraq and Afghanistan. That seemed like that was something that the past two presidents talked about doing. But then when he do it, it's not looking good. You know, like everybody else played around with it. He actually did it, and it's like that seemed to have set him back in popularity.
Speaking of that, do you think them pulling the soldiers out of Iraq was a downfall or what?
I think it turned out to be a setback. You know, now we were already pretty much we were pretty much all.
I believe. I mean. Hey, I want to hear why you think it's a setback. I'll give you my opinion on it.
Okay, first of all, we were already pretty much out of Iraq. We already had to deal with that because of ISIS and all of that.
Where did he pull us out of?
Afghanistan.
Well,
so trying to leave Afghanistan, and basically the Afghans and the Taliban was like, no, y'all ain't going nowhere. You know, like, y'all think y'all just gonna abandon this? It's kind of weird, but you know, you have to live with the decisions that you make. And the decision that we made was that we was going to pull out, and we did pull out. And but right now, it doesn't seem like the best decision. A decision had to be made. It wasn't only his decision. He was the only one that actually pulled the trigger on it instead of just talking about it. Like Barack Obama talked about it.
I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like I'm gonna give you two scenarios. I kind of feel like it's good that they pulled out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Simply because it's gonna happen anyway. Just like the Taliban said, they were sitting down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They were sitting down waiting because the Taliban is smarter than that. They ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? They thought they fought the Taliban off. And, you know
the Taliban ain't no joke.
Back, chilling, waiting.
They
can wait all day. They got time. You know what I'm saying? But I think they pulled out to put their main focus on us. They problem over here in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want to have too many enemies. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to have too many motherfuckers that you into it with. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta watch every fucking angle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just feel like they pulled out the troops to try to, you know what I'm saying, so they can put their focus on us. You know what I'm saying? Over here in America.
Well,
and you know what I mean by us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I know. You know, it would be different if they were trying to focus on domestic terrorism versus international terrorism. But there's no such thing as fighting terrorism in the first place. There's nothing you can do about that. But I'll say this. See, the Taliban proved themselves to be real and authentic, whereas Al Qaeda, I don't think that Al Qaeda ever existed. I really think it was made up. You know what I'm saying? Like
made up.
You know, because it makes sense that they caught everybody and disbanded.
Militia.
Yeah, I think it was made up by the United States, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't think.
Hey, bro, you better watch how you be talking. Well, hey,
listen, man.
You know you shit. Well, you know you shit. You gotta watch it. Hey,
but here's the thing. Don't worry about it because they don't
like it.
They don't worry about it. They don't care about you until you start making money off of it. As long as people are just listening, yeah, I'm safe. Don't nobody believe me anyway. They'd be like, how many was in the chat when he said that shit? 12 people? Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody listening to that dumbass moment. You know what I mean? We're gonna make sure that no more than 12 people ever see that. So, you know, but But the truth is,
we're gonna make sure more than 12 people have.
No, only 12. We're gonna make sure that no more than 12 people get in his chat to listen to that dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even enough for them to investigate. So, but anyway,
yeah, you know your shit, man. Hell yeah, boy. You know your shit.
I mean, come on, man. You know, I mean, when you read, you watch, you listen, you learn, you think, you know, that of course they don't, but that's not a threat because most people don't do that. Most people gonna turn on that network news and believe everything that they say. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But listen, man, it was a pleasure talking to you this evening, man. We got to do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. But I appreciate you coming through. I love coming up here conversation with you, brother. I appreciate it. Without a doubt, man. I look forward to hearing from you again.
Yes, sir.
All right. Peace. Yeah, that was good stuff right there. Very, very good. I mean, I can't be the only one that ever thought about Texas football and how that goes. That was some educational shit for me. Because you got to think like all of these when you watch March Madness in basketball and you think like, yo, it ain't enough room for all these NBA players. And you think about, all right, maybe like the CBA overseas or the ABA or whatever. It ain't enough room for everybody. So you got a bunch of superior players, but only enough slots for the truly, truly elite. You know, so what happens to the rest of them who dreamt of you know, having hoop dreams? You know, they dreamt of being in the NBA, being a big star and going to Hall of Fame and all that kind of stuff. What happens? That's a lot of dreams deferred, baby. A lot of dreams deferred. All right, let's get into it. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 19th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Lamont Big Mont Collimore Bay, turning 40 years old today. Hey. Yo, welcome to the 40/40 Club. Do the damn thing. And Strength E. McIntyre. Strength E. McIntyre, no relation. But happy birthday, cuz. And also Karen Roach, turning 41 years old today. And Mabry Trinidad, turning 24 years old today. Happy birthday, youngin'. And Sharon Grace, turning 39 years old today. And Larice Brown. And Angelique Martin, turning 50 years old today. Yeah, she's a 1971, having a whole lot of fun. And now she's the one. And also Key McIntyre, no relation. Happy birthday, cuz. Key McIntyre, turning 42 years old today. And go get her, my girl Denise Porter. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And Morris Hallman, turning 58 years old today. And also go get her, my girl Angie Phillips. Happy birthday to you. And my girl Carnessa Bibbs, turning 50 years old today, 1971. One. Do the damn thing. She grew up right around the corner from me. That's what's up. And she's a twin. So happy birthday to you, Carnessa and Carnisha. Happy birthday. Carnisha is the older one. And my man, going all the way back to the 1982, Charles Atchison, turning 51 years old today. My man's. And last but not least, also from the same school as Charles Atchison, C.W. Henry School, my girl Danita Harper, turning 52 years old today. Hey ho. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious October 19th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, setbacks, minor, major, they're going to happen to you. You know, we could have gone on about this topic in a whole lot of different directions, because sometimes it could get ugly about the things that people consider to be setbacks. Do you know how many people who have had children who considered that shit to be a major setback? I was on my way to, I was getting my shit like, could nobody tell me nothing about. And then I got pregnant, and then she got pregnant, and then I got pregnant, and then she got pregnant. I wanted her to have an abortion with caution. She wouldn't do that shit, and now she's getting a portion of my life and my money, and I can't do nothing. I was on my way to fame and stardom, and I'm blunting and fronting, and I feel like that bitch was using me, and she made me take off the condom. She did that shit, and that's a lying ass bitch, and I hate that nigga. That nigga got me knocked up on persons. I mean, on purpose, I hate that nigga, and he don't do nothing. He don't take care of his kids, none of them, and I got dead 3 of them motherfuckers by that bitch. That nigga, Yeah, some people consider having kids to be a major setback, especially if you're narcissistic. You know how many chicks I know have said that they didn't want to have children because they body wouldn't. They body, I don't want to lose my titties. I don't want to grow my ass. I don't want to lose my figure. I don't want to be a pass. I don't want to have to take them to school and make them lunch. And I ain't trying to do that shit. I ain't trying to make Captain Crunch. And I ain't trying to do none of that dealing with niggas. I ain't trying to get married. I ain't trying to make figures. I ain't trying to deal with the schools and the curriculums and the teachers and the books and all that shit. And I just want to travel around the world and do my thing and have niggas looking at me like I'm that shit and I'm the queen. It happens. Major setback. Having kids. Yeah. Shit. See y'all tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Y'all have a good night. Spectacular. All right, then. All right. So this is what we gonna do. You know, last
90 seconds.
We're gonna do this last night. All right, so we're gonna let the record play. Let the music play. He won't get away. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Nah, fuck that. We're gonna do this one. All right, man. Yo. Yeah. I'ma see y'all tomorrow.
60 seconds.
7 o'clock, baby. Y'all know how we do. So I'm gonna get Instagram out of here. My Instagram is 5slammerjammer. Thanks for coming on through and let me exercise my grammar. Peace and love, baby. Word. Yes, yo. Hey, get down, sticky, stop. Yo, it's major hip hop. Yeah. All right, y'all. So holla back one. So we're gonna get YouTube out of here. My YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. Much love. I love you, my boobers. Don't forget to share that show. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
10 seconds.
And rock him and say peace.